Hello, my name's Ece, and in this channel, I love to talk about topics that I think could be interesting and of value to share it. It's all of it, mostly it's just my perspective. Obviously, every perspective builds itself from previous experiences or information or knowledge or wisdom that builds itself. I think it can be valuable to exchange that kind of stuff. And today I want to talk about nowadays we have so much information everywhere. Have you ever noticed when you were watching YouTube, for example, or even anything else, it's just a lot of advertisements and a lot of things that you actually don't even want to see, that you actually don't even want to know about, but it's so much noise that you just normal nowadays. It's like noise is normal. And you have to imagine like this is a really new era. It's not something that our biology knows, or it's not something that we are actually used to or that is good for our nature. So noise is not equally something good. It doesn't mean that just that something is happening or you get some kind of information or you're entertaining in yourself. It's not equally good, especially not now. What brings the most money is your attention. For example, when you're watching TikTok, it's not that you think it's so interesting. And I mean, let's be honest, when was the last time when you were watching like TikTok for an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and at the end of the session, at the end of your doom scrolling session, you felt like, oh my God, I feel amazing. I just got so much information, so much, I don't know, even funny videos or whatever. Like, we have this adult drug, like we have this adult, the thing that babies have in their mouth. When they're crying, you give them they don't cry, but actually it's not really good. It's just like you shouldn't do that too often or too long for babies, because after a certain point they're not gonna like feel their emotions, they're not gonna be able to deal with their emotions, and they're not gonna actually experience themselves with like harder emotions, with like emotions that are not that comfortable. And I think with the phones nowadays, it's even worse than the thing for the babies. First of all, it's for adults, and adults should be more capable to like process hard emotions, like uncomfortable emotions. That's my opinion. At least we have to try. Like that's what it is about. It's not about being perfection, being like able to like process everything just like this and don't have any problems. But like when we always like have this kind of informations and entertainment, I mean, every time we feel some kind of boredom or uncomfortable feelings, we are gonna be stuck with those uncomfortable feelings and emotions. And that, for me, it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, we need time, or brain or mind or soul, whatever you want to call it. It's at the end, it's all the same. We need time to recharge, to recover. With diets, for example, you're not going out like with food diet and eating everything, although you're not hungry, although you know that it's really bad, although you already just had a dinner and now you're having another dinner, now you're having a dessert, another what, so not. But we do that with information nowadays. And it's the same, like you have to choose what you actually want to consume, what you actually want to know about, what you actually want to go deeper into, not to be on the surface all the time, less than surface, It's hard to explain, but that's what happens to us if we spend so much time doom scrolling and on the phone or on the computer whatsoever. I don't say that it's always a bad thing. I really think that there are so many values about technology nowadays, but I think we just have to come back to what makes us us. Best ideas, like the clearest understandings that you get after a certain time. Let's say something was unclear for a really, really long time, but after end of like a long walk without the phone, or like meditation, or like whatever, where you were not distracted with anything, you come up with an idea, with a solution, with a clearness. And that's what actually happens if you don't spend your whole free time with distraction. Also, we have to be aware that the attention seekers nowadays just not want the best for us. I'm daring to say that they actually don't really want the good for us. And you can argue with me if you want to, but that's how I experienced the whole situation. Your attention makes a lot of money, and that's what it is about. To close that topic, I also want to talk about a really simple but somehow not clear thing, which is that we obviously do certain things for a reason mostly, or we think there is a reason, so we do things. But sometimes we also forget that we were, in the beginning, there was actually a reason, that's why we did it, but now we don't even know why we do it, right? And that's what I mean with less is more also, because at the end, we just wanna feel certain things, right? We wanna be happy, for example, fulfilled, satisfied. We wanna feel great about ourselves. We wanna be able to overcome stuff, to be strong enough to deal with certain aspects in our lives, to have some kind of clear, like as clear as possible path that we wanna follow. So we wanna have like values that we wanna follow, etc. But when we are not even able to be present at any time, how should we manage to do that? Like, why do we even do all of the things that we do when we are not even able to be here in life? And that's what I mean. Like, when you are, for example, working, just work. When you are studying, just study. When you are reading, just read. When you are running, just run. When you're like eating, just eat. Like one thing after another, because the only thing that we have is actually just now. And if we fulfill it with distractions here, distractions there, thoughts here, thoughts there, feelings here, feelings there, we want that, we want that, we want that, we want that. We are never here. And at the end, we don't have anything in our hands, in our minds, in our soul. Mostly, for me, less was more. And that doesn't mean that you have to be happy with less. No, not at all. Like, you're gonna be more able to actually see what you want, what you are capable of, what you deserve. Because when you doom scroll your whole time, I don't think that we think that we deserve a lot, because that's not something that makes us happy. That's not something that gives us a lot, not at all. But we still do it because of biological reasons, obviously, but like they fuck up our minds, our brains. But we are capable and able to rechange, to actually feel a fulfillment that feels great. Okay, that was me. That was from me today. My name's Ece, as I told you. If you are interested in that kind of topics, let me know in any way that you prefer. You could like write comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, so you're not gonna miss the following context. I see you the next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.